It is a complicated process with deep roots in human psychology and social dynamics. Understanding common tactics and developing critical thinking skills, on the other hand, can significantly increase your awareness and resistance. Here are some strategies to consider. 1. Be aware of common manipulation techniques. First and foremost, trust your instincts. If something feels off or fishy, don't ignore it. It's usually onto something. We have instincts for a reason, so don't be afraid to follow them. Flattery can be deceptive. If someone is lavishing compliments on you, especially if they feel out of place in the context, it could be a red flag. Genuine praise is wonderful, but too much of it may be a ruse. In terms of setups, be wary of those who try to push your buttons. Manipulators frequently know exactly what strings to pull to elicit a reaction from you. Keep your cool, and don't let your emotions drive your actions. Your boundaries are your allies. Make them clear, and don't be afraid to assert them. If someone consistently disregards or ignores those boundaries, it's time to question their motives. Social influence has real power. Just because everyone else is doing something doesn't mean it's the best decision for you. Be willing to stand your ground, even if it means going against the grain. Manipulators thrive on impulsive decisions. Take your time, think things through, and don't let anyone pressure you into doing something you're not sure about. Communication is essential. The more clearly you express yourself, the more difficult it is for manipulators to twist your words or exploit misunderstandings. So brush up on your communication skills. Finally, do not be an island. Talk to your trusted friends if you're unsure about a situation. They can provide a new perspective and assist you in seeing things more clearly. Remember, it's all about staying alert, trusting yourself, and being skeptical when necessary. Keep your senses sharp. 2. Examine the information you receive critically. Don't just take what you hear at face value. Inquire about the source of the information and look for evidence to back it up. Be especially cautious of information that appears to be too good to be true or that plays on your emotions. Don't just swallow everything hook, line, and sinker when it comes to information. Be a little bit of a detective. Inquire about things, especially if they tug at your heartstrings rather than making logical sense. Examine the evidence from various perspectives, and don't be afraid to call BS when you smell it. Boundaries aren't just for personal space. They're also for your mental space. If someone is bombarding you with information that feels invasive or off-putting, don't be afraid to put up a mental no entry sign. Protect your mental territory. Flattery can masquerade as a wolf in sheep's clothing. Receiving compliments is pleasant, but if they deluge you with them at an alarming rate, you should retreat. Manipulators love to stroke egos in order to get what they want, so be on the lookout for excessive praise. Don't let the fear of missing out, FOMO, influence your choices. Just because everyone else is jumping on a bandwagon doesn't mean it's the best ride for you. Consider your options, and if you're unsure, take your time figuring it out. Manipulators love impulsive decisions, like candy. Also, keep in mind that your ears are your sounding board. If something doesn't add up or seems suspicious, consult with trusted friends. They may notice something you missed and assist you in making sense of the situation. In a nutshell, be skeptical. Don't let flattery blind you, maintain your mental boundaries, and don't rush decisions. If you trust your instincts, you'll be able to avoid manipulation like a pro. 3. Be assertive and define your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no to people, even if they're putting you under pressure. It is critical to establish and adhere to boundaries. You must be very clear about your boundaries. Be assertive rather than wishy-washy. Speak up if someone is testing your boundaries. Tell them where the line is and refuse to budge. It's not about being a badass, but about self-respect. If someone consistently disregards your boundaries, you should consider what their deal is. Healthy relationships, whether personal or professional, require those boundaries. And, of course, communication is essential. Be honest about what you're comfortable with and what you're not. It's not just about saying no, it's about having your needs heard and respected. Remember that your boundaries act as a barrier against manipulation. They help you maintain control and communicate to others that playing games is not acceptable. So, stand firm and don't be afraid to show your assertiveness. 4. Believe in your instincts. Pay attention to your gut instinct. If something doesn't feel right, don't dismiss it. Your instincts are like built-in radar, so listen to that inner nudge that tells you when something doesn't add up. We can become so caught up in logic or trying to make sense of things that we lose sight of the power of our intuition. Have faith in it. Take a step back and evaluate if a situation or person raises red flags in your mind. Your gut instinct is capable of picking up on vibes and subtle cues that your conscious mind may overlook. It's like having your own personal superhero alert system. So, believe in it, embrace it, and allow it to guide you away from potential manipulation. 5. Surround yourself with people who are encouraging. Discuss your concerns with friends and family and seek their support. A strong support system can assist you in resisting manipulation. Having a strong support system around you is like having your own personal defense against manipulation. What about your friends and family? They have your back. Give them a call if you're unsure about something. They'll provide you with a new perspective and help you see things more clearly. Supportive people are more than just a source of laughter or a shoulder to cry on. They are your reality check. Your trusted friends will be the first to call foul play if someone is attempting to mess with your head. We're not meant to go through life alone, and this is especially true when it comes to avoiding mind games. So, stay close to those who have your best interests in mind. You're like a team that repels manipulation. 6. Seek professional assistance if necessary. If you are having difficulty dealing with manipulation, there are professionals who can assist you. A therapist can teach you coping mechanisms and assist you in developing self-esteem. It's normal for things to get heavy at times. If you're dealing with a situation that feels out of your league, don't be afraid to call in the experts. Therapists, counselors, and professionals have the tools and knowledge to guide you through the more difficult aspects of human psychology. It is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it is a power move. Recognizing when you require expert assistance is a smart way to improve your mental resilience. So, if you ever feel like you're in over your head, contacting a professional is a wise decision. They're like superheroes of mental health, ready to swoop in and help. Remember that avoiding manipulation requires consistent effort and self-awareness. You can significantly strengthen your defenses and make informed decisions by actively practicing these strategies and staying informed.